There was a time when your person struggled with indecision. Caught between fear, pride, and the weight of their own inner battles, they hesitated to move forward or fully invest in the connection you both shared. Their actions, or lack thereof, left you questioning your worth, wondering why your consistent effort and love were not being matched. You gave so much of yourself, always hoping they would meet you halfway. But instead, you found yourself standing alone, feeling emotionally depleted and unacknowledged. They now see all of it, the pain you felt, the loneliness that crept into your heart, and the exhaustion that came from trying to hold it all together by yourself. What once went unnoticed is now crystal clear to them. They've come to realize how deeply they hurt you by withholding affection, commitment, and presence. But what has shifted now is not just their awareness, it's their heart, their mindset, and their willingness to change. They are finally ready to put aside their pride and ego because they've come to understand that this connection is more important than any fear or barrier that once held them back. You stepping away was a turning point. When you decided to stop chasing, to stop pouring from an empty cup, and instead made a commitment to love yourself more deeply, something powerful happened. It wasn't just about walking away, it was about walking inward, returning to your center, and rebuilding your sense of peace. That choice triggered a ripple effect. The moment you began prioritizing your healing and emotional well-being, the universe began rearranging things in your favor. You started to attract balance, clarity, and inner strength. And as you pulled your energy back, they began to feel the weight of your absence. It shook them awake. Now, they're no longer sleeping on this connection. While you were forced to step into your power and reclaim your energy, they have finally opened their eyes. They recognize what they risked losing, and they no longer want to hold back. They are choosing you now, fully and without hesitation. They see a future with you, one built not on uncertainty but on love, commitment, and shared dreams. Thoughts of building a home and starting a family with you no longer feel distant or far-fetched to them. They are becoming real desires they are ready to act upon. They see you as their wish fulfillment, the one person whose love has always felt like home. They long to experience that warmth again, but this time they want to earn it, not take it for granted. Your growth, your strength, and your quiet decision to prioritize your own happiness have inspired them to grow, too. They've done some soul-searching, and in that process, they've become more emotionally mature, more grounded, and more aware of what truly matters. This transformation hasn't been one-sided. As you've both taken time to reflect and heal in your own ways, something has shifted between you. There's a new energy, a mutual understanding that wasn't there before. You both sense that something within each of you has evolved. You're seeing each other through a different lens now, one shaped by experience, growth, and deeper emotional awareness. The love is still there, but now it's wrapped in a new kind of clarity and mutual respect. You've both reached a place where you can appreciate the little things, moments of peace, small gestures of care, the beauty in simply being present. That gratitude, that emotional stability, is what creates the foundation for something lasting. When two people find contentment within themselves first, their connection no longer comes from a place of need or dependency, but from genuine love and mutual fulfillment. It's in this space, this shared evolution, that the universe begins to move. It clears the path, opens the doors, and aligns the timing so that reunion is not only possible but destined. And this reunion is not just about coming together physically. It's deeper than that. It's about connecting on a soul level, spiritually and emotionally, with both of you finally ready to build something real, together. What's unfolding now is the result of patience, pain, growth, and the silent prayers spoken in lonely moments. The transformation that's occurred within each of you is preparing you for a connection that's more aligned, more conscious, and more loving than ever before. The love you share has always been powerful, but now it's ready to flourish in its truest form, balanced, mutual, and deeply fulfilling. We've been through some hard times together, moments that tested our patience, our trust, and even our sense of self. But through it all, we've also created memories that are nothing short of magical, memories that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. From the laughter we've shared during the smallest, silliest moments to the quiet support we've offered each other during our darkest days, every part of our journey means something. Each chapter we've written together has added depth and meaning to our story, and while it hasn't always been smooth or easy, it has always been real. And in that realness, we've found something rare and powerful, something worth holding on to. Our bond has been tested more than once, but instead of breaking, it has only grown stronger. We've faced challenges that could have torn others apart, yet here we are, more connected and more resilient than ever. That doesn't mean we haven't struggled, because we have. There were times when communication was hard, when misunderstandings piled up, when we both wondered what would happen next. But what kept us grounded through those difficult moments was the unspoken truth that we both care deeply. We both fight, not because we want to hurt each other, but because we care enough to want to make it work. We're both complex individuals navigating our own emotional landscapes, yet we still choose each other over and over again. And to me, that's everything. No one understands me quite like you do. It's not just that you listen, it's that you actually get me. You recognize the things I don't always say out loud, you see beneath the surface when I try to hide how I'm feeling, and you never make me feel like I have to be anyone other than exactly who I am. That kind of acceptance is rare, and I never take it for granted. You give me the space to be myself, to grow, to question, to stumble, and you love me through it all. That's a gift I can never truly repay. Being apart from you, even temporarily, feels unbearable at times. It's like a piece of me is missing, like I'm walking through life in grayscale instead of full color. This separation, however necessary or temporary it may be, feels like a kind of emotional hell. I miss your presence, your voice, your touch, the comfort of knowing you're near. I find myself counting the days, the hours, until we can be together again, and even when I try to stay strong, there's this ache I can't ignore. I know I'm not always the easiest person to love. I can be moody, withdrawn, and stubborn. Sometimes I get caught up in my own head, and I don't always say the right things or express myself clearly. But please know that none of that changes how much I love you. It never has, and it never will. My love for you is something deeper than just words or gestures, it's a part of who I am now. It lives in everything I do, even when I don't show it the way I should. And no matter what we go through, I will never stop choosing you. Nothing in this world could tear us apart as long as we keep holding on to the love we've built. You have a beautiful soul, one that shines even in the darkest moments. Your kindness, your strength, your ability to love so fiercely, it inspires me. You see the world through a lens of compassion and depth that not many people have, and that's what drew me to you in the first place. You're not easy to figure out, and that's what makes you so fascinating. You don't reveal everything at once, you unfold like a story worth reading slowly, and every chapter reveals something more incredible than the last. What we have isn't perfect, but it's real. It's messy, it's complicated, and sometimes it's overwhelming, but it's also full of passion, connection, and something I can only describe as soul-deep understanding. We don't always get everything right, but we always try. And in a world where so many people give up at the first sign of difficulty, I think that means something. I think that means everything. You and I, we're not simple. We both have our flaws, our pasts, our ways of shutting down or pulling away. But that's also why we work. We don't need things to be easy, we just need them to be real. I love you for your complexity, for the layers you carry, for the mystery that still lingers in your eyes even after all this time. You are the kind of person who stays with someone long after they've left the room, the kind of person who leaves a mark on the soul. So no matter what comes next, whether it's more challenges, more distance, or more uncertainty, know that I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I will continue to love you through every storm, every silence, and every imperfect moment. Because you're worth it. We're worth it. And I wouldn't trade what we have for anything. My intention has always been pure, and I want you to understand that I never meant to hurt you or play with your emotions. From the bottom of my heart, I am truly sorry for everything that caused you pain. When I first met you, I felt something shift within me. I saw in you a kind of love that was genuine, selfless, and rare. It didn't take me long to realize that your love for me was deep and sincere, and from that moment on, I started to envision a future with you, one filled with happiness, growth, and mutual respect. You became such a significant part of my life that I couldn't imagine what the future would look like without you in it. But somewhere along the way, things began to change. I'm not even sure exactly when or how it all became so complicated between us. Maybe it was due to misunderstandings, poor communication, or simply the pressure of life pulling us in different directions. Perhaps I let outside influences cloud my judgment. I admit, I was caught up in the noise of the world and allowed myself to be distracted by things that never truly mattered. I didn't always see what was right in front of me, your love, your patience, your willingness to stand by me despite everything. I now realize how much I took for granted. Looking back, I understand that I should have been more attentive, more present, and more appreciative of everything you did for me. You offered me your heart with so much trust, and instead of holding it gently, I became careless. For that, I am deeply remorseful. I wish I could go back and change the things I said or did that may have caused you to question your worth or your importance in my life. Please know that it was never my intention to make you feel that way. If I could undo the hurt I caused, I would do it in a heartbeat. Right now, all I want is a chance to make things right. I want to fix everything I've broken, not just to ease my own conscience, but because you matter to me more than words can fully express. I want to give back everything you once gave me, your love, your trust, your unwavering support. I need those things in my life, not just to feel whole again, but because they are part of what made me a better version of myself. Being with you inspired me to grow, to become more thoughtful and compassionate. And without you, I felt that part of me fading. The distance between us has been incredibly painful. Not hearing from you, not being able to talk to you or share even the simplest parts of my day, has left a deep emptiness in me. There were moments when I felt completely alone, even when surrounded by people. I would replay our conversations in my head, reread old messages, and wonder where everything went wrong. And in those quiet moments, I began to understand just how much you meant to me. Your absence made me realize what your presence truly brought into my life: peace, warmth, and a sense of belonging I haven't felt with anyone else. I know I can't erase the past, but I hope we can find a way to rebuild. I'm not asking you to forget everything that happened, but to consider giving us another chance, to start fresh, not as if nothing ever went wrong, but with the understanding that we can grow stronger through this. I've taken time to reflect, to confront my mistakes, and to learn from them. I'm ready to approach things differently this time, with more maturity, more clarity, and a deeper appreciation for you and what we shared. You once believed in me when I couldn't even believe in myself. That's something I will never forget. And now, I want to believe in us again. I want us to talk openly, to listen without judgment, and to support each other through whatever comes next. I'm not perfect, and I know you're not expecting perfection. But what I can promise is honesty, effort, and a renewed sense of commitment, because loving you has always been one of the most real and meaningful parts of my life. So here I am, speaking from the heart and asking for a chance, not just to fix what's been broken, but to build something even stronger. No more hiding behind pride, no more letting the world interfere. Just us, raw and honest, moving forward with love, compassion, and understanding. I miss you deeply, and I hope that somehow, you still feel even a small spark of what once brought us together.